Good morning, mice. Mr. Bruce here with a mice book from Leo Lionni, the last of the week. And this one is called Frederick, about a very special mouse. But before we start, eyes watching, ears listening, voices quiet, body calm. Frederick. All along the meadow, where the cows grazed and the horses ran, there was an old stone wall. In that wall, not far from the barn and the granary is where they keep all the grains the farmers keep their stores, a chatty family of field mice had their homes in there. But then one day the farmer moved away and the barn was abandoned. The granary stood empty and there was no food in it. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They all worked day and night. All that is except for Frederick here. He didn't do a lot of work. They asked, "Frederick, why don't you work?" "I do work," said Frederick. "I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days ahead." And when they saw Frederick sitting there staring out at the meadow, they said, "And now, Frederick, why don't you work now?" "I do work. I gather colors," he said, "for winter is gray and we'll need those colors later." And once Frederick seemed half asleep. "Are you dreaming, Frederick?" they asked. But Frederick said, "Oh no, I'm gathering words, for the winter days are long and many, and we'll run out of things to say to each other, but I'll have the words." Well, the winter days came, and when the first snow fell, the 5 little mice took to their hideouts in the stone. In the beginning, there was lots to eat, and the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family again. But little by little, they nibbled up most of the nuts and the berries and the straw, and the corn was only a memory. It was cold in the wall, and no one felt like chatting much. They were sad. Then they remembered what Frederick had said about sun rays and colors and words. "Frederick," they said, "what about your supplies? Remember what you brought?" "Close your eyes," said Frederick, and he climbed up on a big stone. They all closed their eyes. He said, "Now I send you the rays of the sun. Do you feel their golden glow?" As Frederick spoke, the sun, the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? "And how about the colors, Frederick?" they asked. "Close your eyes again," Frederick said. And when they did, he told them of the blue periwinkle plants and the red poppies and the yellow wheat and the green leaves of the berry bush. He saw the colors as clearly as if they had been painted in their minds, and they dreamt of colors. "And the words, Frederick, how about the words?" Frederick cleared his throat, waited a moment, and then he said, "Who scatters snowflakes? Who melts ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? Who grows the 4-leaf clovers in June? Who dims the daylight? Who lights the moon? 4 little field mice who live in the sky. 4 little field mice like you and I." Well, when Frederick had finished, they all applauded. "But Frederick," they said, "you are a poet." And Frederick bowed and said, "I know it. I'm a poet." The end. Okay. Here's a question. Back when they asked for him to let the sun rays go, and he talked to them with their eyes closed and they all got warm, do you think it really was the sun coming off of them? Or do you think they were just thinking about it and it made them feel warm? Or maybe it was magic? What do you think? Okay. Bye-bye. Till I see you next time. Good to your folks and wash your hands. Bye-bye.